Without a doubt, Monkey D. Dragon is one of the most enigmatic characters in One Piece. His personality, powers, and the extent of his influence remain obscure to us. Why is Dragon considered the most wanted and dangerous man in the world? Is it because he leads the Revolutionary Army, or is there something more to it? Beyond the mystery surrounding the revolutionary leader, there is a crucial point: the power passed on to Dragon by Gol D Roger. This video has a specific focus, but through it, we will uncover why the world government considers Dragon the most dangerous man in the world. We will discover his connection to the legendary Gol D Roger, his crucial role in Luffy's life, and in the future of the manga. To conclude, we will reveal the great secret behind the mystery of the Pirate King's egg. I believe that, by the end, you will be convinced of the theory I will present. If you're a fan of One Piece, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and join me on this journey. To explore the mystery of Dragon's powers, there is speculation that he may have consumed the Kaze no Mi, the wind fruit, granting him the ability to create storms. However, an intriguing theory that I will present deconstructs this idea, offering an alternative perspective to Dragon's possible devil fruit powers. To initiate this analysis, we go back to Chapter 0 of One Piece, in the legendary Battle of Ed War, where Gol D Roger faced Shiki, the Golden Lion. At that time, Roger was not yet the Pirate King. Shiki proposed an alliance to conquer the world, claiming that Roger possessed a weapon capable of destroying the planet. Roger declined the offer, indicating that combat would be the only answer. Before the confrontation, a twist occurred. A storm arose, destroying half of Shiki's fleet. This storm saved Roger from an unfavorable situation, and interestingly, the narrative does not mention any specific power used by Roger or his crew. Considering Shiki's earlier mention of an ancestral weapon, it is plausible that it was responsible for the storm. When analyzing the three ancestral weapons, Poseidon, capable of controlling sea kings, seems inadequate to explain the widespread climate change. The presented theory suggests that Roger's ancestral weapon could be a force capable of manipulating the weather, providing a coherent explanation for the event during the Ed War battle. One known ancestral weapon is Poseidon, which is, in fact, the mermaid princess Shirahoshi, able to communicate with all sea monsters called Kings of the Seas. Well, we can scratch this ancestral weapon off the list, as Shirahoshi is only 16 years old, and before her, there are no records of another mermaid princess awakening as Poseidon. The second weapon we know of is Pluton, hidden in the lost city of Wano. Pluton is a giant ship with such immense firepower that it can annihilate entire islands. Therefore, it is not the weapon Roger possessed. What remains for us to speculate is the legendary Uranus. Let's understand how this theory fits precisely and extremely convincingly, emphasizing that this was the exact weapon in the hands of the legendary pirate. Now, let's analyze the two previous weapons under the logic of the three layers, and finally, let's explore Uranus, the weapon that, with 99% certainty, was in the hands of Gol D Roger. If these weapons are capable of destroying the world, it would be logical for them to act on the three layers: water, land, and air. Poseidon, the weapon representing the sea, can control the kings of the seas, a power originating from the depths of the ocean. Pluton, the weapon representing the land, is a ship with destructive power that remains on the water's surface, that is, at the level of the land. And the third weapon, representing the air, Uranus, is still unknown. This would be a force capable of controlling the upper layer, the air, and the skies. The logic of this theory gains even more consistency by associating Uranus, in Greco-Roman mythology, with the deity that personifies the sky, also known as the god of rain, storms, and tempests. This aligns perfectly with the events in the Ed War battle, where a sudden storm changed the course of the battle, enabling Roger's victory. Now, considering this theory, I strongly believe that Roger used Uranus in the fight against Shiki. However, an intriguing question arises: where would this weapon be now? Observing the battlefield, the only unexplained component is the egg present on Gol D Roger's ship. My suggestion is that this egg is undoubtedly the legendary ancestral weapon Uranus. The presented arguments support this possibility well, elevating its probability. I sincerely believe that this will be a revelation in the manga soon. Would Oda introduce such a peculiar and unique element on the ship of the Pirate King, Gol D Roger, without it having a true significance in the story? Especially considering Shiki's mention of Roger possessing an ancestral weapon. Now, in a more speculative part of the theory, we will address where Uranus might be currently. I believe that soon we will have this mystery clarified in the manga. So far, I am sure of one thing: Roger's egg is Uranus. At some point, Roger realized that he could not complete his mission due to the disease that would consume him. Thinking ahead to the future after his death, he needed to pass Uranus to someone who would make good use of it. And that's where Monkey D. Dragon comes in. It is evident that Dragon has some connection to wind and storms. Whenever he appears, the weather is cloudy, and the wind surrounds him. Many speculate that he has the wind fruit, a theory that I find quite plausible. Whenever Dragon is present, the weather is affected, aligning with the possible ability to control the air and generate storms attributed to Uranus. The most impactful moment occurred in Log Town when Luffy was about to be executed by Buggy and Dragon intervened. On this occasion, we witnessed not just a simple wind, but rather a storm followed by an extremely precise lightning, directed straight at the legendary pirate. The hypothesis is that Roger entrusted Uranus to Dragon, recognizing in him the ability to continue his mission. This mission would be handed over to the D. He awaited, possibly Luffy, the future Pirate King. Roger foresaw that Dragon would be responsible for inheriting and completing the mission, a promise dating back to the times of the Lost Century and Joy Boy. This possession would justify why Dragon is considered the most wanted and dangerous man in the world. Leading the revolutionary army against the world government already places him at a high level of danger, but having in his possession an ancestral weapon comparable to Poseidon and Pluton further increases the perceived threat by the Navy and the world government. Well, what do you think of this theory? Does it make sense to you? Leave your opinion in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It greatly helps us to continue producing more videos like this.